Hi Aries, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're doing really well. Your season is drawing to a close. The sun is approaching the sign of Taurus, and it's not like me to do 2 readings for one sign per season. This, I think, is a lessons from your season reading that I felt called to do. If you feel called to book a reading with me, do head over to the website rubyreadstarot.com and book a reading there. So, Aries, you are that sign of being dynamic. First one out, right? First one of the zodiac. Of course you are. It's about getting things done. It's about the energy. It's about the moving forward strategically, the planning, the preparation. Mercury, the sign of energy, the planet of energy. All things sales, trades, dynamic, fast-paced, fast-moving. Having gone in your sign, it may have felt like things were beginning to move forward for you in a really good way. And then having gone in retrograde, you may have found that you may have felt like a bit of an abrupt stop. Aries, this wasn't to hinder your plans. This wasn't to defeat you. This is not even to delay you. This was for you to take this much necessarily needed break, pause, rest, reset in order to shift up your perspective. 5 of Cups. I think up until now, Aries, you know that you may have had your attention focused quite intently on all of the emotions that may have felt like they were wasted, spilt, all of those life lessons that you feel like didn't really amount to anything, all that was lost, all the things that had gone. This Mercury retrograde may have asked you to do a little bit of soul searching, reflecting, and seeing that in fact it is what you have left with you, which is more than enough to help you move forward. You know that there is something you want to be, somewhere you want to be. And I think the only thing really that was lacking was a very clear plan. And I think now that you may have understood, Aries, it's not about what's lost or what's gone. It's now about what you need to do moving forward and where your attention needs to be and who you might need to be in order to really get into the crux of feeling the state fulfilled here. This isn't about worry. This isn't about the past. This isn't about things that have not worked out. This is now about what you've got still working for you and where you can go with that. And there is exactly where you want to be and where you need to be with that. It's about you trusting that what you have and where you're going is more than enough to get you exactly there. There is no point in crying over spilt milk, especially if that milk was laced with poison. What's gone is gone. And what you have to work with now is plenty more than enough to get you exactly where you need to go. Bottom of the deck, Chariot card may have something to do with the Cancerian, may have something to do with home. Justice card, card of Libra. The Star card, card of Aquarius. The 10 of Wands. The 6 of Pentacles. The 3 of Swords. And the Knight of Swords. So Aries, there is something about some sort of justice working out in your favor. And there is this element of balance that's being required of you. And this need to really focus on intently on the harmony and the equilibrium that's needed in this situation in order to bring about this balance. I think you find that there is something that is justice-wise working out for you. And this might have had to do with something about a dream that you know for the longest time you have wanted to achieve. And it has been about you kind of going with the flow and really clearing out the innards of what you had to give this situation in order to be able to attain it. The dream is still there. And with this Ten of Wands, it's pretty safe to say that you may have become a little bit battered, bruised, exhausted in the process of it, but you've become a lot hella strong. Aries, the strength that was guaranteed by knowing that you would have to carry the weight of this experience has brought you to a whole new level, a whole new place of strength. And that strength has given you the ability to carry a lot more than you may have been able to do so before. And so where you are now being asked to take this is that it wasn't going to be heavy forever. You weren't going to have to carry these burdens forever. It wasn't going to be like you were carrying this burdensome situation off into oblivion for the rest of your life. No, it's soon time to drop the burdens, the wands, the things that you know may have been carrying that may have felt heavy. You needed to get stronger like this. You needed to be able to learn to handle this. And there is something about you being really balanced in your give and take. It's as simple as that, Aries. If you take, you give. If you give, you can expect to receive in return. There is something about you needing to heal past, present, future hurt and heartache. And it's about you now progressing forward, Aries, a more well-informed Aries. The sun in your sign has, I think, allowed you to focus more so on home. Who is home? Who feels like home? Where is home? And if you are ready to charge forward in between the known and the unknown, the good and the bad, and take forefront in the regrowth, the renewal, the rebirth of you, Aries. So the World card is at the bottom of the deck. I didn't take it because it was under the Sun card. This is the Three of Pentacles. This is the World card. And this is the Emperor card. That Aries, that Pisces energy is there also. Aries, you're going into contracts. These are marriages. These are new jobs. These are contracts. This is your part being played in a certain situation that only you can play. Okay, this is you bringing to the table only what you can. And there's something about each person and the part they play in this being so integral to this situation. And so there are these new contracts, these commitments, these lifelong things that you commit to that are opening up new doors for you, that are leading you to you. Marriages, contract, whatever it is. Could be with a Pisces, could be with a Libra, could be with somebody who has both of those in their chart. You need to trust, Aries, that your attention was not on what was conducive to get you where you wanted to get to, and what you have with you now is gonna get you exactly to there. And that starts with a really big perspective shift, especially when it comes to the risk that you need to take by going in between the black and the white of the situation, that involves the courage and the rest and the rejuvenation that you have needed in this season to bring about some balance in a justice situation, in a justice that you needed, about a dream that became burdensome. But it wasn't about the destination, it was about the journey. You needed to become strong like this in order to be able to attain this give and take balance, in order to be able to understand that there is a need for you to move on from a certain heartache, because there are new contracts, there are new dynamic situations, new relationships that are opening up the doors to get you exactly where you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be, Aries. I'm glad that I got to do this reading for you, Aries, because I'm happy to say that that season of yours, regardless of all of the things that you may have felt like went wrong, wow, they're really putting you back in your power. A fair and just ruler, father figure, the emperor, powerful, masculine, full of fire. That's a lot of energy, Aries. Deal with it good. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the reading, do give it a thumbs up. Do consider donating to the channel. You can do so. Details are in the description box. Book a reading with me, rubyreadstarot.com. Do leave me a thumbs up and let me know how you guys are doing. Lots and lots of love to you. Have a good one.